All right, Hannah, we are now officially live with the Kentucky Career Center's Facebook page. Welcome, welcome. We are going to give everybody just a second to hop on here and realize that we are live, and we'll get into a couple introductions and start our dialogue for the conversation here. I see a couple people hopping on. If you guys could let us know that you can see and hear us, we will get started. All right, we have a few viewers. Welcome and good morning, everybody, to another edition of our Facebook Live broadcasts with an employer. We do this every week on Thursday at 9:30 a.m. And then we have our Tuesday Facebook Lives with Garrett Griffith, where he gives us more information on employer and job seeker side of things. So let us know you can see and hear us, and we will get started. Hannah, is this your first Facebook Live ever?
Yes, it is.
Yay! I love when we get the employers that have never done one before. And actually, before the whole COVID pandemic started, a lot of employers hadn't. So
yeah,
it was brand new to everybody. I don't see any comments popping up. Do you, Hannah?
No, I don't see anything yet.
I see we have about 9 viewers. Somebody just let us know they can see and hear us, and we'll get started. Thank you for tuning in with us. Like I said, we have an amazing guest with us today, Miss Hannah Whaley. She is with Castellini. She is a recruiter and HR analyst. So we're very honored to have her on board with us here today. Hi, Donna. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, Jose. Wonderful. Jose, you're a lifesaver. He's the first one to tell us that he can see and hear us. So we're not just talking to ourselves here. Thanks, Jose. Thanks, Donna, for tuning in. Hannah, are you ready? We're going to go ahead and jump right into it.
Okay.
Go ahead and give us an overview of your company for those people that are watching that may not know.
Okay. So Castellini is one of the largest fresh produce distributors. So growers send us all the fruits and vegetables. Here we sort through it, grade the product, and then repackage it and ship it out to our customers, which are mainly grocery stores, restaurants, and sometimes like schools. We also offer some other services as well with transportation and logistics, but that's pretty much the overview.
Awesome. Thank you. Do you know about how many employees you guys have?
I'd say total with the whole company, probably around like 500.
Oh, nice. That's great. So pretty big company.
Yeah.
All right. So let's get right into what people are viewing for, and that is the positions that you're currently hiring for. Let us know a little bit about those.
Okay. So we're mainly right now hiring for production, which we call our value-added departments. And that's where you're kind of going to be more hands-on with the product. So we are hiring for first and second shift for those positions.
First and second. And tell me what that was called again.
So it's our production, and it's value added is what we call it. There's several different departments within value added, where you're sorting and grading, repackaging.
Okay. Awesome. Do you guys use any equipment or anything that you would like them to be trained on, or is that something that you would do on site there?
These are entry-level positions. If you do have experience with equipment, that's definitely a plus, but definitely not required. And we do training and certification on like forklift and things as well, if that's something you want to learn.
Wonderful. All right. Let's talk about the pay rates for those positions.
Yes. So all of these are going to have the base pay rate, and then we have incentive pay on top of it. So our first shift full-time positions start at a base of $11.35. And then our second shift positions are $11.85. And then for the incentive pay, that's going to be based on your attendance and performance. So as long as you're on time, coming back from breaks on time, not having any issues, you get a $2 increase on the hour. Yeah.
Wow, $2 increase on the hour.
And that starts day one. So you're eligible for that incentive pay as soon as you start.
That's great. Sorry, I'm taking notes here to type the comments in there.
Yeah,
so when people come back and view this video, they can see the great incentives there. All right, so let's talk about, okay, this question's kind of weird, but it's any special requirements that are outside of the qualification requirements. So can you think of anything that's special or different outside of the qualification requirements that you're asking of applicants?
Really, it's just kind of the basic like pre-employment testing that we do.
Okay. What does that entail?
So before you get started, we do send you for a drug screen and physical. For our production positions, that consists of a hearing and vision test and then a lifting test.
Okay.
The product that we handle in our warehouse, usually it's all in bulk. So you have to be able to lift up to 60 pounds. But most of the boxes that you're going to be handling are around 40.
Okay, that's good to know.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. So you're not sitting still, you're moving around, you're lifting. If you're into like that physical aspect, this would be a perfect position.
Yeah.
And then how to apply. Can you tell us how to apply, Hannah?
Yeah, so I think you guys can see it at the bottom of the screen. Yeah, so if you go to that link on our website, just the careers tab, you're going to scroll down. I think it's at the very bottom. It's general warehouse, and it'll say it's in Wilder, Kentucky.
Perfect. And I linked that in the comments section, so hopefully it turns into a hyperlink so people are able to click on that and it's easy to get to.
Okay.
Perfect. That's easy enough. We talked about how to apply. Okay, and this is my favorite question that I ask employers. What is a day in the life like of an employee at Castellini for one of the roles that you're hiring for?
Yeah. So when, like I said, we have several different departments within value added. For the most part, when you get here, you're going to clock in, go to your workstation within your department. So everybody kind of has their own little area where they're going to be working. And then you're going to go through the product. You're checking to see if anything's rotted, bruised, cut open, and make sure that it's quality product for our customers. And then you're going to be repackaging that for whatever our customer wants. So a lot of times they'll give us requirements that they want based on like quantity or the weight. So that you're going to kind of be doing a little bit of math with that as well.
Okay.
And then just repackaging it into separate boxes. The good product, of course, the bad gets thrown out. And that's pretty much it. You do get 2 10-minute breaks throughout the day and then a 30-minute lunch. The 2 10-minute breaks are paid.
Oh, great. So what are the shifts? Are they 8-hour or 12-hour shifts?
So with the nature of our business, a lot of times we say, your start time is typically around 7 or 8, and then it's till finish, which is usually an 8 to 10-hour day.
Okay.
And you usually know before, like, your supervisor or lead will tell you, like, you'll know what to expect for the next day or that day when you're going to be getting off.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Makes good sense. All right. Let's talk about qualification requirements.
Yes. Okay, so you must be able to read instructions and understand verbal communications well. And then back to kind of the pre-employment testing, you have to be able to pass a drug screen, the hearing and vision test, and the lifting test. And then with that, we do run a background check. but we are felony friendly.
Oh, good.
It's on a case-to-case basis.
Right.
But yeah, for the most part, we're kind of a second chance company.
Great.
No issues with that.
That's great. That's usually a question that we get near the end of the broadcast. People are wondering if you guys are second chance friendly. So that's really good that you answered that. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So those are the qualification requirements. How old do you have to be? 18?
So we actually do hire like part-time. We even do like a summer work program.
Oh, nice.
So you can be, we've actually had someone that's 15 for like the summer work program.
That's wonderful.
For production, for part-time, it can, you can be in high school. But really other than that, any age is fine.
That's great. We have an amazing youth program that we have here at the Kentucky Career Center. I'll get with you, Hannah, after this, and we'll talk about some internship opportunities we have for ours are 16 to 24 for youth. So we get customers in that usually that's their first question, like how old do they have to be? So
yeah, that's perfect.
All right. And then the big question is the benefits and resources. A lot of viewers want to know about that. So go ahead and tell us about that, Hannah.
Yeah, so we do have 401k retirement, which starts within your 30-day. So once you hit that 30-day mark, you have an optional 401k. The company does match 6%.
Wonderful.
Yeah, and then we do have the group health benefits as well, which include like medical, dental, vision, and then life insurance as well. And that starts in 90 days. The 90 days is your probationary period. So once you hit that mark, your health benefits kick in.
Okay, great.
And then other benefits, we do offer an employee discount. So you can get pretty cheap.
We love discounts.
Yeah, but it does come in bulk, so you have to keep that in mind.
Okay.
You get like a 40-pound box of bananas.
If they go bag, you've got a lot of banana bread to be making.
Yes. So that's one perk. And then we do have a requirement, which I forgot to mention, with steel toe shoes as a safety requirement. But we do reimburse on that up to $50.
Nice.
Hit your 90-day mark. If you give us your receipt, we'll reimburse you.
That's amazing. We also have a really neat program too with our Kentucky Career Center. If you can't afford steel toe shoes, we have a Proudly Professional closet right here in Carrollton in our KCC, and we give them away for free if somebody can't afford them.
That's awesome.
If you ever get anybody that just says that they really can't afford it right now, or that's a barrier for them, send them our way.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. I didn't know you guys did that.
Yeah. Send them our way. We'll make sure to help them out and get them in there. I think that is really all of the questions I have for you, Hannah. Did you want to add anything before we start the question and answer session?
Just some other things to kind of touch on is we always want to promote within our company, and there's a lot of opportunity for growth. You do have to be here for 8 months before you can kind of move around.
Okay.
That 8-month mark, you can apply for different positions, different departments. And a good example of this is someone recently, she started out in our production area. After 8 months, she was promoted to a lead for her department.
Wow.
And she actually just moved to accounting. So,
oh my gosh.
So it definitely shows that there's opportunity to move around. And she did all that within 2 years. So, yeah.
That's amazing.
It is really great.
I really love when companies do that. The growth is just an opportunity. That's so great.
Yeah. I think that's pretty much it. We do a lot of employee events here as well. So like every month we try to do something fun. I think just thinking back, we've done like a Super Bowl party, March Madness. I think we're getting ready to do an employee picnic coming up.
Fun.
And then sometimes we'll have an ice cream truck come out so people can go out on their lunch break and get ice cream.
You have to tell me when the ice cream truck is going to be there so I can
That's
come
my
and
favorite
visit.
days.
So I can come and visit. That's awesome. So you guys are like a big happy family. I love it.
Yeah, it really is like a family environment here for sure.
That's great. Another perk, if you guys are out there taking notes. Let's see if we have any questions from our viewers here.
Okay.
It looks like Garrett Griffith has a question. Hey, Garrett, thanks for tuning in. He's asking, is a GED or high school diploma required? Also, how quick will someone be able to start after they apply? Wonderful questions, Garrett. Thank you.
Yes. So GED high school is not required. Like I said, you do have to be able to read instructions, communicate verbally. But as far as that, no, that's not a requirement. And then how quick will someone be able to start? So that depends on how quickly we can get your pre-employment testing done. Typically, we can get you in that week and get you started the next week. Sometimes even sooner. It just kind of depends.
That's amazing. How long does it usually take for the tests, like the lifting tests and things like that?
So I would say about an hour.
Okay.
Split at a separate location. So you'll go to their facility, you'll get there and do the full testing. I'd say about an hour tops.
Okay, great. Thank you, Garrett. Great questions. Let's see if we have any more. I don't see any more over on the side of the screen here. But like I said earlier, we will keep this video going and it'll be up on our Facebook page forever and ever. We'll also put it on our YouTube page. So your beautiful face is going to be out there for the world to see, Hannah.
Yay.
And then if anybody has any questions that I can't answer, I'll get with you and make sure that those questions do get answered.
Okay. Yeah. And definitely, I'm not sure, are you able to share like my contact information on here?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and have it. I'll put it in the comment section.
Okay. So you can either reach me, my phone number, it's 859-442-4761.
And then did you want to put an email address or would that be better if they just called you?
We can do email as well.
Okay.
It's hannah.whaley@castellinicompany.com.
Got it. All right. So her contact information is now in the comments section. If you guys have any questions, please feel free to reach out to her directly and she will get those questions answered for you. We look forward to garnering some applicants for you, Hannah.
Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you so much for joining us. And like I said, if you guys have questions, let me know. We'll make sure they get answered. And join us again next week at 9:30 a.m. for another edition of our Employer Facebook Live broadcast. Thank you all so much for tuning in. Have a great Thursday and a good weekend.